everyone, welcome to my channel. I've got the Gilded Tarot, Machete's Gilded Tarot on the table, and yeah, these are my royal cards. So every time we see these, we know we're reading about the British royal family, but this time it's there's a bit of controversy behind it. The last week we have seen the King play around allegedly with religion and politics, and I have seen in comments, I have seen other members even on Twitter saying certain things. The King's rating just recently is probably the lowest that he's ever had since he's basically taken the throne, which is scary. But look, you know, what can I say? I'm actually asking the cards, what is he doing? Because at the end of the day, he is very, very friendly with Summer, who, you know, even though he's a Sir and he was knighted, I mean, there's no surprises that he didn't like the monarchy, but of course he is very, very hard left. Also woke, extremely woke, and horrendous what I have seen has been happening lately in the UK as compared to the Christian side of things. Religion and politics, like I said, two things you should never talk about. You know, Charles actually last time I checked, still hasn't acknowledged Lent or never acknowledged Ash Wednesday, but opens up Windsor Castle to, you know, for Ramadan, right? So, I mean, you know, a bit of conflict there, right? If you're going to do, I mean, he's the leader of the Church of England. He's like the head Church of England. He's like the head honcho, literally, of the Church of England. So, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that all people can't play nicely together, but I mean, religion has definitely been a major effect in the Gaza war, right? So, you know, to what point and where are we going with this? And then the big show of last week with Zelensky on the world stage, which I will also read. That will be another reading in my politics section to find out, you know, what's actually happening. So I won't go into details on that, but after being kicked out, and I do believe he was kicked out, like I said, there's a story behind that I'll mention in that side of the reading. But he flew straight to the UK into the arms of Starmer, literally into the arms of Starmer, hugs and everything. Then, of course, there was a EU meeting, and straight away up to Sandringham. Now, some people are saying Charles is a quiet diplomat, and sure, that, I mean, you know, fine, I get that. That, I mean, the Queen met Gorbachev, you know, hosted Gorbachev, or Gorbachev hosted them, you know, with Prince Philip as well. So that's the diplomacy side of things. But I really don't think the way the world is today that the Queen, our late Queen, would have done, you know, what he did or allowed what to happen in Windsor Castle. Not acknowledge Lent, not at least not acknowledge Ash Wednesday, and to meet, you know, Zelensky immediately after a big political problem in America. So I'm asking the cards, is King Charles too woke, basically? Because we all know Zelensky is hard left-wing as well. So, you know, Starmer left, right? Okay, Emperor reverse. Well, there you go. Ta-da! He's not having a very good time, is he? Seven of Swords reverse. Seven of Cups reverse. 10 of Cups reverse. And the Five of Swords. Well, sadly, I don't know what little bubble Charles is in at the moment, but despite the fact that he's lost a lot of, brownie points, as we would say here, kudos or whatever, he's lost a lot of this, a lot of followers. Some people are calling him horrible names, and everyone to their own opinion. I can't say yes or no on that one, but you've got extremely unhappy family, so I'm not too sure. And this is your direct family as well, with the Ten of Cups. So I'm not thinking that, I'm thinking this is another thing that William doesn't agree with his father on. Does not surprise me in the slightest. Does not surprise me. Sadly, Charles seems to think that he had a victory here. He's winning. He's actually winning. I don't know who's advising him in Buckingham Palace, that all this is a good idea, or if he's thought of it himself. And being a Scorpio, he's going to do what he's going to want to do. You can't stop him. But he's not winning. He's not winning the war. What he's done in the last, you could say 7 days, or probably be probably 7, maybe 10 days, depending on when I get this up and running. But at the time of the reading, it's at the end of the week on the weekend, so it was during this week of what had happened from last weekend onwards. So all the veil is down from the gaslighting and the smoke screens and everything like that. So we are actually seeing this now. Like I said, if the Queen our late Queen was actually going to do anything like that, it would be behind closed doors. It wouldn't be out in the open. He's making a point. I mean, he doesn't have to invite the paps in. They can't get through the gates miles and miles away from any castle unless they're authorised, right? For some unknown reason, he's decided to make this public statement. And again, not only just on the politics side of things with Zelensky and Trudeau as well. I believe Trudeau was in Ukraine at the time of what happened in America with Zelensky. So, wow. And Trudeau's another hard left. So, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this at the moment, or what I'm seeing at the cards. You've also got the Seven of Swords. He feels he's got to give back something. Why does he feel he's got to give back something when someone literally is, or people are liars and cheats and thieves, and it's a really, really bad strategy, of what is happening at the moment. It doesn't matter whose side you're on. Whether it's religion, politics, left, right, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever is happening at the moment, especially when it comes to the woke side of things, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. It's not trendy. It's not on point. I mean, whoever's advising him of this, it's wow. Maybe it's their own agenda, and they're telling the king. Extremely, extremely toxic in the energy and in the environment. So like I said, sorry about that. Like I said, someone is actually advising him that this is a good thing. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. Two of Cups, some sort of partnership here. Judgment upright. I think, sorry again, coughing. I got a bit of a cold, change of seasons again. I think what's actually happening is he's looking for a second chance. He's looking for some sort of forgiveness with his family. But all this has happened is upset him. So I do believe there is turmoil inside the royal family, and that does not surprise me in the slightest. Does not surprise me, especially with the idiots from Melodramacito, right? But what has happened here, he's made some sort of partnership, some sort of new alliance here with the Two of Cups. It's very, very new. It wouldn't surprise me if it's got a lot to do with WEF. I do know that the more I look into that, they appear to be globalists. They want one voice, one saying, and control the complete narrative. Now, every possible person that is backing WEF, they all seem to be extremely woke and hard left. This is a problem because I know Charles is up there. He's one of the founders or so, or allegedly one of the founders, or pretty high up in the food chain there. Wow. Wow. Knight of Swords, Empress Reverse. Well, this is all the trying to make a change on the internet. This is, again, coming down from a really bad strategy here when you've got things in their environment, horrible things that are happening literally in their environment, but as well as on social media and the mainstream media. Mainstream media, UK, I think, are being dictated to what they can and can't talk about when it comes to the royal family. I don't see too much backbone there. I don't see them speaking out how the rest of the world sees things. I think they're dictated, and it doesn't matter who they are. I think they are dictated, within reason. It's all to do with the controlling the narrative, and that has a lot to do with the Knight of Swords. When you got the Empress reverse, sadly, I think this is referring to how the late Queen would have dealt with it. I do strongly, but maybe he is, because I know he's spiritual. What side now? I don't know. I think he's probably both, I would say, because I did see that he was preparing for the fast and everything for Ramadan with Camilla as well. So, and yet I never saw him, in church for Ash Wednesday. So, I'm really confused there. But I would say that to do something like that, to make it public, literally the late Queen will be turning in her grave, allegedly entertainment purposes only. It's not saying that she wouldn't support other religion. Of course she did. She was also a very, very staunch diplomat. She would meet anyone within reason, obviously. But yeah, to make it so public, to make what kind of point? Three of Wands, reverse, and the King of Wands. So you have someone here that was some sort of deal. I think someone did something with Charles, allegedly entertainment purposes only, and it backfired. For some unknown reason, like I said, someone was advising him that you could have, like the Two of Wands is literally the guy with the world in his hands, right? The ruler, basically, but also making a deals, and there was a decision and a choice to be made. So you've got the Three of Wands there. Sorry about the noise in the background. We've actually had a lot of war games, actually, which is going to be another reading about the Chinese warships. Very, very scary. Anyway, getting off the point, you've got the Three of Wands there. Three of Wands, sorry. That is someone actually literally making a deal, and it all went pear-shaped. So again, someone is ill-advising him of this, whether it's their own personal agenda within the palace walls, his advisor, maybe of that faith instead of Christian. I don't know. When it comes to also being left, now it's very, very ironic that Charles would actually be aligned so closely visually in public with the left when generally they are anti-monarchy, right? All the left presidents, all the left prime ministers, and yes, they are at the moment in power, though I believe Trudeau's resigned, but maybe he might be trying to come back now. He started crying. I don't know. That's just way out of this reading. But where I'm going with this is that you've got the King of Wands, and this is MI5, MI6. This is security. This is the backing, like Starmer actually sending in people to protect Ukraine, basically, right? That was what came out of that agreement. Zelensky, like I said, fell into the arms of Starmer, and then he popped straight up to Sandringham, and within 24 hours or something, and was seen with Charles. Bad choice to be public, which is the Seven of Cups reverse. We're actually seeing things now. The Nine of Wands, the Magician, the Three of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune and the King of Cups. Well, there he is there, trying to make a change for good fortune, good karma, everything like that. There's some sort of plan happening, so he's working nicely. We've got 3 here, so he's working with 3 things. Well, yeah, we found 2 of them already, but there's 3 here that he's working on, so I'm not too sure what the other one thing would be. But to be perfectly honest, because he is the ruler and he is also the King of Cups here, and he's extremely emotional because that's what the King of Cups is doing. I think it's also the monarchy. So we've got not only religion, we've got politics, and we've got the firm itself, the monarchy. And he generally believes, despite the fact that there's a master manipulator involved, which I would say is inside Buckingham Palace, is actually ill-advising him to do something. The person is very, very woke, if that is the case, because of the choices that Charles has been seen publicly. If it is that person, MI5, MI6 is really, really worried. Really worried. I mean, they're on standby. They're going to do whatever the king says, like everyone else. The king's word is what it is. But he feels that there's one battle left. One battle left. You've got the 9 of Wands here, where there's been, fighting and disagreements and all sorts of things where, you're battled and bruised and you've come out. Well, you've come out of the victory, but, it's hurting kind of thing. But there's still one. There's still one to go. Is this like his final thing? Is he trying to push this WEF? Because it would insinuate both could definitely align with that. Allegedly entertainment purposes only. Temperance, yeah, he's testing the waters. He's trying to mix and blend for some unknown reason, to make a political statement and a religious statement and lump it all together. How is that possible? But, religion and politics has been the start and the end of many, many wars. There's a Hierophant. 8 of Cups reverse, Ace of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Well, his decision in the last week has literally ruined him. There's actually no coming back from that. One can hope that the swords can drop away, but testing the waters and doing this publicly, not only with the Knight of Swords, but also with the 8 of Wands, the whole world has just seen another side of what we may or may not have thought of Charles, but now we definitely know. And it was absolutely taboo. Absolutely taboo. There's no way the Night Queen would have showed that side of the monarchy. No way. It's your Hierophant. And your Hierophant's going here, walking towards the Ace of Wands. So this is his new beginning. This is what he's planning on doing. This is his new action. I believe it's all to do with the Globalist. I really do. But with the 3 of Wands reverse, as I was showing you earlier, it hasn't happened. It started off immediately with the Emperor reverse. The 8 of Cups reverse also. He's stuck. He's stuck. I don't know how he could be stuck. I mean, whatever he says goes, right? Why does he think he's stuck? Maybe he might be thinking that it's no choice. Again, possibly being ill-advised by someone's own agenda within the palace walls. To be perfectly honest, if I was William, I'd probably do some sort of internal investigation and wonder why what we're seeing now publicly, why he didn't acknowledge Ashwin. I'm not saying he can't acknowledge Ramadan. Of course, the Queen did anyway. I mean, it's what you do. You respect each other's religion, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But to not acknowledge your own, that you're the head of the church, literally, on the day, on Ash Wednesday. And then also, because of the horrible, horrible situation that's happened in Ukraine, and then something went pear-shaped there, another reading, obviously, but something went pear-shaped there, and then Zelensky to go into the arms of Starmer and then pop straight up to Sandringham. Not a good look. Not a good look. We didn't need Getty there. We didn't need the photographers there. He's literally ruined now. He's ruined. This is not a good sign. Testing the waters. Let me know what you think in your comments. I mean, I'm confused, literally. I'm not confused with what the cards are telling me, don't get me wrong. But I'm confused why he thought what he did in the last week, what King Charles thought, what he did in the last week by supporting a religion as well, without supporting his own, well, without advertising it anyway, or at least saying something, and then also entertaining or meeting or receiving or whatever word you want to say Zelensky after what had happened with Trump. Let me know. All right. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to now move on to the Ukraine future, because again, that's very, very confusing. So yeah, I hope you can follow me on to that one. Okay, bye.